And we are live on
Alright.
season 1, episode 24 of Content Activities, and we're going to talk about the top 24. Top 20 worst cartoon characters ever.
Alright, sure.
Alright, who's number
Not
20?
Squirrel and the Hedgehog and Juicy Korea to start too, because
we cannot talk about that, obviously.
Because
please don't.
Just if North Korea to actually watch this, then they would want to nuke our country. We don't want that to happen.
Of course. Where do you have? I actually do have the list. If you want me to, I can ask. How many are we doing again? 20.
20.
Okay, I got number 20. Of course, the first one, obviously, the worst cartoon characters. Of course.
Let's talk about number 20, which is Big Bob Pataki from Hey Arnold.
Okay, Big Bob Pataki. Yeah, of course. Obviously, the AKA the father of Helga. Of course.
Oh God.
Why is he a bad character? He's from Hey Arnold, the most popular 90s kids show. Why him? Well, here's why. You see, if you guys did not know, like, I've seen YouTubers such as Jam Reviews, and he's the one that makes a lot of Hey Arnold reviews and other South Park reviews too. You guys definitely should watch him, honestly. Link in the description. And I'll send you the link for it, Alicia, if you want to see those kind of stuff. And I'll send you guys in the Discord, actually.
Make sure to leave me the link.
I got you, fam. I got you. Okay. So why Bob Pataki? Because obviously he's the father of Helga. You know, Helga has a sister, which is Olga. To be honest, her eldest, or is that how you call it, eldest sister? Eldest sister, yeah. Mm-hmm. And of course, Olga just reminds me of Lord from Loud House. To be honest, because she's the oldest. But anyway, long story short. But anyways,
she has the same voice actor as Luna Loud from the Loud House, and also reminds me of Edric and Emra too.
True. That is true. Anyways, let's continue with the topic. Okay, so Bob Pataki is one of the worst characters because, first of all, he does not show compassion to anyone but Olga. I mean, both her parents, like her mom and Big Bob, of course, they both neglect Helga, and that makes Helga really, she doesn't show that much compassion because of her home life issues. For example, like episodes like Helga on the Couch. If you guys did not see that episode. Like, that episode does explain how she was a little kid and that her parents were not paying attention to her. Which is obviously, quote, illegal because it's child neglection, because I've seen that in cop shows. And it's true. It's a law. You can't neglect a child that's under the age of 18, it has to be 18 and older to, that kind of stuff. But long story short, Helga did experience a lot of pain because of her home life trouble. Her parents didn't give her away. Her parents didn't get her attention, nothing like this. But the only one person in that episode to show compassion was actually Arnold. And we all know that from the episode. And honestly, looking back at this episode, it was okay. It explained that Helga went through a lot of troubles. I mean, we all go through real life stuff. We all go through life that's difficult and that kind of stuff. But the reason Big Bob is one of the worst characters of them all was because he has anger problems, I would say. And that is true, right, Alicia? Because that's what Jam Review said.
As anger issues, who sometimes has anger issues since season 1, and also Jeffy and his Jeffy Anger Management series, and also Boris from Go Anime, because he has
Boris, he drinks a lot. Don't forget about him. He drinks a lot. What do you mean?
And then and then you remember the time when Boris turned into Boris the Red Teeth guy?
Oh, Teeth guy. Yeah, I heard of him.
And then same with Elena, Big Bill, and Kylan's dad and Satari.
And starts
Man, a lot of Go Anime parents grounded are so dramatic, just like the people.
To be honest, I think Big Bob might be even more worse than Wreck-It Ralph. To be honest, because Ralph, he does have anger problems, and he goes, "I'm gonna wreck it," But he's cool. Wreck-It Ralph is cool, he's cool. But Big Bob just like, no.
Hey guys,
what's up, Diego?
Hey guys,
guess what, Diego? I've been watching.
Hold on, Diego. Can you pause?
I'm in the middle of Hector the Horrid.
Oh, that one.
Wait, hold on. Wait, did we finish the Bob thing or what?
Yeah, we can finish. You can finish it.
Okay, so I think Big Bob is obviously one of the worst characters of them all. Not because that he's a bad parent or no, but because he's obviously not great character to talk about. To be honest, it's not like if we could talk about other characters that are pretty cool. I mean, like, there's Smiley and Trouble, of course. There's like Jenny and the other characters. I mean, they're both okay. Those characters are good, but like Big Bob. No, that's a disgrace. I'm just gonna say those lines that Gordon Henry would say. Disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
And to say such things to us that don't understand, it's to teach him a lesson when we went, but how do we do it?
Guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, guys, Diego wants to say something.
Go ahead, Diego.
Have y'all ever watched the show 101 Dalmatian Street?
I haven't watched that, to be honest. Why?
No.
Why?
Either.
I remember that show before.
And all the others, not Pongo and Perdita, not the movie.
All right, let's talk about
We're
another
talk about
bad
the 19th.
character.
We're on the 19th now. 19th.
Let's talk about
Number
another
19.
bad character now.
Which one?
I think we should talk about Justin from Just in Time.
Oh, Just in Time? I never heard of that show, to be honest. So can you give me a
I've heard of
Just in
Okay, someone give me an
Time.
explanation about
Remember
what
we
Just in
told you
Time,
that.
please, because I don't know. I don't know that.
Just in Time's a
All right, I'll
ripoff
read
of
it.
Sonic.
So,
Remember
Justin,
Alex said that?
Justin is very adventurous.
Oh, yeah.
And his best friend is Squidgy. He is normal, too ready for a challenge, and he runs towards it with no fear whatsoever. He will do anything to help his friends, even if it does mean risking the dignity as a tough boy. He goes out to play with his friends in the real world and his imaginary world. He never stops a chance to make some new friends. He doesn't show off his toughness, but he uses it to get through different challenges he has to face during his adventures. But in season 3, his neighbor Sammy moves, and Justin has lessons for him to learn when he goes on adventures. And he also has a link with our tour guide Olive, and they are almost best friends, but she's Justin's best friend, next to Squidgy, that is. And Justin has a lot of imagination. He uses imagination adventure in another time period or country to solve a problem he faces. And he hugs Moo Moo Bear. And worst of all, he's just a ripoff of Sonic the Hedgehog because he isn't that brave about his bravery.
I mean, Sonic is alright. Come on, man.
Sonic the movie,
like Sonic,
Sonic was good.
So bold. Yeah. He was bold. He
was the GOAT, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's why it's everything. That's right. He's the GOAT. The GOAT. Oh, sorry. It's because I see that meme
just
before.
like that meme.
Yeah, it's because I saw that meme. I'm sorry.
Anyways, let's talk about another character. And that would be a South Park character like Mr. Garrison.
Mr. Garrison? Why him? I mean, like, I watched a little bit of South Park episodes. You have to remind me. I'm sorry. Because, like, I kind of forget why. I'm so sorry.
I've always watched South Park.
I've never watched any episodes of Mr. Garrison, to be honest. I've seen only one episode of him.
And what about the rest of... And then remember when Mr. Garrison became the president?
Oh, that one, yes. That one, yes. Yeah, he was literally... I don't want to talk about that. I'm not a politician, okay?
As Janet Garrison,
Mr. Garrison
Ethan F. Garrison, and the president.
Exactly.
Is a fictional character and occasional antagonist on the American animated television series South Park. The character is voiced by Trey Parker and first appeared in South Park's pilot episode, Eric Cartman Gets an Annabelle Probe, which aired on August 13th, 1997. And in the fictional world of South Park, Mr. Garrison is primarily depicted as a teacher, although his character was redirected in season 20, putting Mr. Garrison into the position of president of the United States, just like Donald Trump. Boo!
Let's not talk about that, please.
All right, let's not talk about politics.
Okay.
Let's not talk about characters. And the character is known to be particularly cynical, especially in comparison with the rest of South Park's adults. And he's one of the few characters the writers have break the fourth wall in the show. And in seasons 1 to 8, the character is known as Mr. Garrison. And then in the season 9 premiere, and Mr. Garrison's fancy new, the word that I cannot say.
How bad is it?
It starts with a V.
Oh, yes.
I'll just skip the word, but the writers had the character undergo a sex change. From this point, Herbert Garrison is referred to as Janet Garrison on Mrs. Garrison, despite being unmarried.
Yeah.
And in the season 12 episode, Eek a P, which the word that I cannot say, and the character undergoes another sex change operation, returning to being male. And then in season 20,
I forgot he changed his gender.
Mr. Garrison is subsequently elected as the president of the United States and would remain so from seasons 20 to 24. And during this time, Garrison is not referred to by a name and is exclusively called the president by all the characters. Mr. Garrison was in part inspired by a kindergarten teacher who taught Trey Parker and who used a puppet named Mr. Hat as a teaching resource, just like the Cat in the Hat. And Mr. Garrison was also inspired by a British literature professor Parker at the University of Colorado. And Parker said he believes Mr. Garrison has become one of the most complex characters on South Park, partially due to his ever-growing relationship with Mr. Hat and his sexuality and gender issues. And Parker said of Mr. Garrison, he's the soap opera element to the whole series, and he has a real story going on.
And then,
yeah, even though he's honestly
he's
like not that great of a teacher, to be honest, because he sometimes acts
because
weird.
sometimes he teaches some elementary school students, which you should not do, like some inappropriate stuff, like introduction, like health class where we talk about sex and drugs
Birds
and
and the Bees. How
alcohol.
about that? Let's just say Birds and the Bees. Because
Yeah,
it's more friendlier to say Birds and the Bees. It's more friendlier.
they taught me that stuff when I was in 8th grade.
They taught me that ever since 8th grade. Well, honestly, I was about to get to till the
Yeah,
pandemic
and
ruined
it
it.
was kind of weird when they were telling me about that when I was in 8th
Honestly,
grade.
no. For me, when I had experienced that kind of stuff, everybody just laughed because of those kind of words, and I'm like,
That
dude,
reminds
are you
me of
serious?
the
Like, are you
Beavis
serious?
and Butthead, and then Mr. Mackey was like, "Stop laughing. Who the next person that laughs is gonna get a referral," said Mr. Mackey. And also,
I mean,
and
Mr.
then
Garrison, don't get me wrong, I
it
do
was
like
Mr.
him
Mackey
because he's
that
really
said that,
funny,
and
but I think he's one
it's
of the
the
worst
South Park
characters ever. He's
episode
even
Stop
more worse than
Reuse.
Sheena, aka Kyle's mom.
It's Sheila.
talk
Sheila, yeah.
about Randy Marsh.
And
Oh
then
yeah, Stan's dad.
also,
Oh my god,
also
he's
from
such dumb. He's so dumb. He's so
the
dumb.
health
He's so
class,
dumb.
they
Talk about him in well.
He said the
the health
N word
class.
in. Don't talk about that episode. He
You can
said that word.
talk about his personality.
He said that word in
Talk
TV.
talk
Oh
about his personality.
okay. Oh my god, I forgot about him. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. I did
And
not know.
also, it's because in middle school, they teach health class in middle school for only 8th grade, but in high school, they're gonna teach health class on 12th grade.
To be honest, I have no idea why are people so immature in my school. Whenever when it comes to the birds and the bees or saying a racist word of a book or something like that, then they just take things way too serious.
But
One time
then,
a person said like, "Hey, you want to do that and that?" And I'm like,
but then I just got bad news. A couple weeks ago, my English teacher, she was teaching us the book of Mice and Men, and I don't like that book.
"Yeah, that's how it is." Even To Kill a Mockingbird, my English teacher did that.
Yeah, and my English teacher.
Which honestly, that did not make sense at all. To be honest, it didn't make sense at all. What's the point of it? You know?
Right
Please,
now,
anything
but
but
right
that book,
now,
Alan.
my English.
Wait, you don't like that
teacher-
book?
No.
Why not? Wait, what's so bad about it?
Anyways, let's talk
The one book
about
Alan just
Randy
said.
Marsh.
Randy Marsh, like, obviously he's a bad character, to be honest. I can explain him. I can explain.
Look at him.
Honestly, Randy, he's like, I thought he was honestly a good person, but like, no, he's not. He's honestly a bad husband and a bad father at the same time. I mean, like when Sheena was obviously getting, it was in that episode, that South Park episode where Sheena was being upset because of what was going on in the school, and I don't want to say that because obviously this is something really sad, and honestly, we do not support that kind of stuff because obviously that's tragedies. Those are tragedies that happen, you know. Let's just make it in a nice term. Let's just say that Sheena was obviously really sad that Stan and I forgot what's Stan's sister's name again?
Shelly,
huh? That Stan and Sheila will wait, what? Shelly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelly
Stan and
is
Shelly
Stan's
we're gonna
sister.
like, you know, something sad, you know, like something bad happened to them, you know. Let's just say that. And like Randy didn't know what Sheena was going through. He tried everything to think it was just something part of women that something happens, which that's not true. I mean, it's 100% true, but like that's not the deal. That's the thing. That's not the problem. She's just scared that one day that those events are gonna happen. And Randy just like goes around in town telling them that she's just going through a phase, you know, which that's obviously really messed up, to be honest. Because first of all, that's like disrespectful. Like that's disrespectful. There's no doubt about that. I mean, like literally.
All right, so this is number 18 we're talking about. Actually, number 17.
Wait, I want to conclude the Randy Marsh thing. Randy Marsh, he's one of the worst characters ever. He's one of the dumbest characters I've ever seen in South Park, to be honest. It's literally even more worse than Eric Cartman. I prefer Eric Cartman more than Randy Marsh, to be honest.
I like both.
So good.
Well, Randy Marsh is okay, but like at least he doesn't. I mean, like I remember that scene. Like he goes like when Eric Cartman was dressed as Gordon Ramsay, and he goes like, "Hey Stan, have you seen? Oh my God, it's Gordon Ramsay!" Yes,
from Super Mario Logan.
Yes, he's like. Is it
and also, one thing about Randy Marsh, he just used the bathroom, and he had the biggest poop ever.
I know. Let's not talk about that. It's disgusting. Please.
It's disgraceful.
It's because I'm eating right now, bro. Oh my God. I think I lost my appetite. Never mind. I lost my appetite.
And also, Randy said that offensive word in Wheel of Fortune. And I also saw what Randy did.
That's obviously a racist term, so yeah.
I saw what Randy did. He was in the computer looking at some Japanese stuff when he was in a trailer.
It was the South Park episode when there was no internet, and then Randy said,
I mean, that's how it is with the
I'm online again. And then
No, please do not bring up that one episode where Randy went on that one computer and actually did it. Don't.
I know, but like, look, dude, this is the thing else I heard a lot of people say.
And don't show that this disgusting. And don't talk about the disgusting things that happen.
I was gonna say that. That's like disgusting. You know, like let's not say that because it's disgusting.
But anyways, let's talk about another South Park.
Yeah, let's just move on. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about Butter's parents and Kyle's parents.
Okay, Butter's parents. We don't even know what Butter's parents are, to be honest. I don't even know their names.
I don't even know Butters' parents' names.
I know
Butters' parents are obviously the worst. I can discuss about them. Trust me, I'm more South Park fan than you guys are because I watched it with me and my sister a long time ago.
Also, Butters' parents' names are Stephen and Linda Stotch. Stephen is the dad and Linda's the mom.
Linda and what's the other guy's name?
I don't know.
Linda and Stephen.
Stephen, yeah. Linda and Stephen were honestly one of the worst characters, to be honest, because in that one episode where Butters, like Linda told Butters to go spy on his dad, that one episode, and that he came back and told Linda that that his dad was obviously in a club, and I don't want to say the word about that. It's just like, let's just say it's like something that we see in GTA 5 that we don't want to go. Let's just say that. And of course, Linda took it offensive. She thought that Steven was cheating on them, even though that wasn't true. But Linda did something crazy. That night she drove Butters into a lake, and she left the driving gear on, and she jumped out of the car. Well, she didn't jump out of the car. She left her car, and the car rolled forward with Butters still inside.
Did he put the car on neutral?
Neutral. Yeah, neutral means it does go forward, but like it just doesn't stop as much. It stops the engine.
It moves if it stops. It stops, like for an example, when you try to push the car on neutral mode, and it moves without.
It moves slowly, but it doesn't move fast. So Linda then, of course, pushes the car from the back.
But then she accidentally left Butters there, and then.
No. She wanted to kill him. No,
why? She wanted to kill him.
I have no idea. I would say she was like paranoid or something.
And then also it's the part when.
But that's why I don't like about Linda and Steve, because look at them. They literally tried killing their own child, like literally.
It's why
on earth would you do that?
Do you remember that South Park episode called Majorine?
I think
so. The part when
can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
What did Butters fake?
Like, listen. Linda and Steve were the worst characters of them all because of that one episode I saw where Linda just like tried to killing Butters. That's why I didn't like them.
Yeah, and
also let's talk about
very understandable.
But
and it's true because like they're bad parents. And I'm honestly so surprised that they're not even in jail.
Butters' very own episode from season 6.
like, what about Mr. Bryce from My Life's in Trouble from that Labor Day episode? He should have been in jail because of the fraud and literally threatening Jenny to do something that was worth stealing stuff. She's like literally making Jenny smuggle stuff illegally or stealing, for example. Well, I mean, he did end up getting in jail, though. That's the thing. And the good thing, he did end up getting in jail. That's good.
And also, do you remember in that South Park episode you talked about that? It was the part when Butters tried to give his parents an anniversary gift.
Exactly. Yes. That's what I just said. That was that day. That was the episode. Yes.
Yeah, but then
I
at the
remember,
end of
but
the
like that's
episode, they
obviously
came
understandable
back.
to be honest, because I don't like them. I don't like Steven nor Linda because obviously they were really mean to Butters. Well, they weren't really mean to Butters. They were really like
They
having
were mean,
problems with
Let's
their
especially
own
talk about
mentions.
Kyle's parents now.
yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah,
Sheila, yes, we can talk
I
about her.
know.
I know
And
her.
then do you
I'll do
remember
it.
the
I'll do it.
times
I'll do
when
it later. I'll do
you
it for you.
remember where
You
the
can do it,
times
Manuel.
when
No
All right,
wasting time.
everyone,
No wasting
please
time.
quiet. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about Kyle's parents, like Sheila and what was the dad's name again?
It's
Does anyone know the
Gerald.
dad's name? What is it?
Gerald.
Gerald? Okay, Gerald. Well, Gerald obviously he's not a great dad. Well, he is a good dad at the same time, but like he's not like much worse as Sheila.
So what you're saying is that he's a good and not good dad.
He's like a good dad. Like he's like almost like Luce's dad, you know? He's like almost like exactly like Luce's dad. Amity's dad. Yeah, Amity's dad. I'm so sorry.
Go
I
on.
messed up his character. But yeah. But Sheila, honestly, she was the one. I mean, we all saw the South Park Bigger and Longer Uncut movie. We all saw that.
Yeah, I
My
love
cousin was
that.
the one that first
I
introduced me
love
to
that.
South Park.
Sheila
I love
wants
the
to
movie
declare
South
war
Park
on
Bigger,
Blaine
Longer, Uncut.
and
I have it on
the cause
DVD.
albeit causing Canada to declare war.
Yeah, making World War III happening, you know. Long story short, Sheila did something really messed up about that quote when she was in the stage in the what's it called, the USO show, yeah. And she honestly said this to the Americans. She like said, "Man, when you're out there in the battlefield and you're looking to a beady eyes of a Canadian with his charging you with his hog job or whatever he has, and he goes like, just remember what the MPA stands for. Horrific, deplorable violence is okay as long as people don't use naughty words. That is what the use is for. It's all about." Like that was just something out of character. Like that was just out of character. So she prefers violence instead of bad words. Wow. What a hypocrite. What a legit hypocrite.
It's like Bella's being a hypocrite.
Dude, there's like so many people that are being hypocrites, to be honest. Trust me. I know who they are. I know. And I don't want to mention their names because I don't know they're watching. But yes, obviously from that, like Sheila was honestly, well, Sherry was, I mean, like Eric Cartman did say something funny about Kyle's mom, and Kyle's mom is we can't say we cannot say that word, but like you get the idea. And he's right. There's no denying it. But honestly, Sheila, obviously, like she was a bad character, to be honest, and
also
like
she wanted to just
she always blames everyone instead of her son,
and
which that's
also
really
home
messed
media
up.
too, and also some makeups too.
Exactly. And Gerald, he's obviously like almost exactly like Amity's dad, you know, showing compassion instead of being like her, like being like his wife, you know, which is Amity's mom. And obviously I can see why. And honestly, I feel bad for Amity's dad, to be honest, you know. I mean, I feel bad for him. He works so much and he never pays attention to his kids. Not even to Amity nor her siblings. I've seen a lot. Trust me. I've seen the entire Owl House series, to be honest. I've seen them. And honestly, like Sheila, she might be one of my least favorite characters from South Park. And that's a fact there, too. And I do want to try discussing another character. And this is from Alessia Natrobot, if I can tell, after we do Sheila. But Sheila, honestly, one of my least favorite characters.
And also,
Gerald,
she was the one who caused the police guards and the police dogs to kill that South Park Bigger, Longer, Uncut character that was trying to save Terrence.
It was the mole win, but then mole got attacked by the guard dogs.
Long story short, I think
they executed Terrence and Philip,
and also
they caused the war to happen, and also in the middle of the war, Sheila finally shoot Terrence and Philip and caused Satan,
causing Satan to come out, and of course, like
Satan to come out of the world with Saddam Hussein.
Honestly, it's pretty messed up how she did it, to be honest.
The absolute trash and garbage out of Saddam Hussein.
And honestly, to be honest, I actually knew something else. Like when the Satan was telling her what she'd done, like Chef was like behind her. He was like, "Whoa, good job, Mrs. Brolowski. That was very worth it." And like she goes like, "I just want to try making the world a better place for children." I mean, I get it, to be honest, but like you should not take this out of level. You know, like when you want peace, you get peace. You do peace. Exactly. Just like disgraceful. Disgraceful.
Despicable.
It's disgusting and despicable.
And to say such thing to us that don't know what this lesson would be one, but how do we do it?
Okay, yeah, exactly. I do have another character that we can talk about. It's from Allies in Choba, and this is another show, to be honest.
Actually. And then after that, I'm gonna talk about Odalia and
I got you. Odalia. Okay. Let's talk about something from Allies in Choba. We do have some worse characters, and honestly, these are my characters that I don't like from the entire series of Allies in Choba. Number one, let us talk about the villains. Obviously, like Jenny has a lot of villains, but the one villain that I don't like the most, and honestly, he's one of the most underrated villains in the entire series, and that would be Mr. J. Bruce, MJ Bryce. MJ Bryce. If I could show you guys a picture about how he looks like actually. Here, let me just find him.
My mic got real annoying on my other phone.
Send us and
okay, yeah, I have you guys the picture. Here he is. This is him. And honestly, please do not get offensive what you guys are gonna say. So please, this is him.
Yeah, that's him. Boo, this character.
Oh, that guy.
Okay, let's talk about him.
Clips.
Okay, guys, let me talk. I'm not my Allies in Choba expert. I watched the show like a long time ago. It's been 2 years since I watched the show, so obviously I know more than this show better than anyone. Trust me. Okay, so why do I think I don't like this character? To be honest, this is something else. Let's talk about the episode. What episode does it take place for him to appear? He appeared in episode Labor Day. That was just the episode. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Episode Labor Day, honestly, I don't like that episode, but it was like, I'm not trying to be criticism or nothing like that. I just think that this episode doesn't deserve good. You know, it was good, but not too great. You know, not my favorite. You know, it's not my favorite. Like, long story short, Jenny did something destructive that one episode. She literally, she plugged in a lot of plugs around her systems and caused her belly bulb to, caused the entire belly bulb of her body to explode and causing her to send her backwards flying uncontrollably. And she hit through walls, buildings, and destructive. She even destroyed the Statue of Liberty in New York.
Now that is crazy.
And of course, he got in trouble with the Skyway Patrol, aka the police, the space cops. I would call them the space cops. I don't want to call them the Skyway Patrol.
Cops of the sky.
Anyway, but the Skyway Patrol general, he was pissed. He was very, very pissed at Jenny, telling her that she needs to pay that much amount of money. And you know how much it costs for Jenny to get the repairs?
How much?
$800 million. $800 million. 800.
Jesus Christ.
A lot of zeros, fam.
That would have put the whole entire United States at debt.
I know, exactly. And of course, you know, Nora and Jenny, of course, they don't have the money for it. They need, and of course, Jenny decides to do something else. She wants to try, Brad and Tug, aka her best friends, want to try helping her by getting out the money situation, and they decided to sell Jenny. And what I mean selling Jenny, I meant they wanted Jenny to do something that's really useful instead of fighting crimes, that she should help out with anything, like building buildings or anything useful. However, long story short, it did not go well. She got into lots of jobs. She was being a jackhammer, obviously, which I feel bad for her, because I feel bad for her because she's working a lot. They use her as a bait. They use her as a bow buoy, something like the boats have, you know, like the tug.
That's kind of sad.
It is. One of my friends said that. One of my friends said they don't like that episode because they feel bad for Jenny. And I mean, there's no doubt about that. I do feel bad for Jenny. Don't think I don't. And of course, Jenny only made about $16. $16 she made.
Out of all of that.
Yes. Exactly. She even had to do a lot of sacrifices. Like, the one funny scene that really laughed the most was where, when Jenny got a job from Mesmer's, aka the diner. It was a diner, which Brad and Jenny always go through, you know, whenever they go out of their school. Anyways, she had a job to clean the bathrooms, which nobody likes to do that. No one likes doing that job. No one wants that job. I don't blame her. And honestly, but long story short, she got scared because I saw the clip. I think I posted that clip. Yeah, I posted that clip on TikTok. Yeah, you did. You right there explain everything. But the one thing that made me funny the most of that scene was when Jenny got a flamethrower. She got a flamethrower. Hey!
Stop
Stop it, fam. Stop, real fan.
Go on.
Anyways, but yeah, honestly, everyone make memes about that. Because it says like Team Fortress 2. The flamethrower guy. I forgot what his name. Pyro? Yeah,
Pyro.
Yeah, Pyro. Yeah. I used to play Team Fortress when I was a kid. I still like this. Anyways, long story short, Jenny had only made $16, and that wasn't enough. And of course, the general decided that they're gonna destroy her house, and that's true. They're gonna destroy her house, destroy everything inside the house. But luckily, she was able to have at least 6 months to pay off the debts. And this is where we talk about the character that we don't like. And this was Mr. J. Bruce Ismay. So who is he? He's actually a millionaire.
Oh.
He owns a lot of companies. He's rich. He's everything. You know, just like rich people does. They show they're better than you. They show that you're poverty. You know, like ha, you suck. I don't have Porsche. Just like Mr. Goodman from SML. Just literally Mr. Goodman. Literally. Anyways, so he calls Brad. He calls Brad, telling them that they need that it could be a job for Jenny that could be good. And Jenny did find a good job. In the beginning, everything was fine. Everything was fine. Jenny got a new job of delivering ships from other countries. Like for example, Mr. J. Bruce wanted a package to arrive in Japan, and Jenny flew there with no problem. And everything went fine, and she paid Jenny really good. And Jenny started keeping the job. She kept getting the job. She kept getting more money, and everything was fine. She was able to get more money to pay off her debts.
That's cool.
But however, Nora didn't dismiss of Bryce. She dismissed that Bruce was up to something. You know, because the packages he has, what's inside those packages, like there could be these things could go wrong. And yes, this was from Labor Day, of course. That's the episode you're talking about. Sorry, there's a comment there, but anyways, long story short, Jenny was willing to do anything to pay off her debts. Until one day, she was delivering packages one day, and some other guy that was delivering packages also broke down. His car broke down. And he knew he was going to be late for delivering a package. So Jenny decided to volunteer to help her. To help him. I mean. And luckily, she did get the package on time, his and hers. But however, Bryce was upset because the packages were both from the same guy, because they were both the same companies. They were both getting delivered by that same person. And Bryce looked at it and got really mad at Jenny. And of course, he told Jenny to meet him later, and that they have to discuss something. However, in the meeting, he was literally threatening Jenny by telling her that she should not help anyone else, even if it's someone that works there. Which honestly, that's really messed up, to be honest. Not helping anyone?
That's stupid.
Honestly, he just wants to be a competitor. That's the thing. He wants to be rich. He just cares about everything. And honestly, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Jenny actually agreed to him. So in the episode, she sabotaged everything. She kept putting road signs by telling the guys, like those guys who are delivering the bikes, right? Like the delivery boys. She put signs by saying like out of road or out of something, and makes them crash. And at this point, she feels bad. And she knows that she has to stop them. However, Bryce said he was threatening her by saying that she's gonna take away the money. He's gonna take away her own money, and said like, I'm not giving you more money until you do the deal. And of course, Jenny tries to reassure her by saying like, we need the money because her house is gonna be torn down in a few days. And Mr. Bryce said one thing. He said, I can give you more money if you can do one thing, and it'll pay off your entire debts. And of course, Jenny sadly agreed. And what the thing is, he wants Jenny to replace some cereal boxes, because that's what his company is. They make cereal box toys. And because his toys were really bad.
Can you please finish this quickly because I'm about to talk to Odalia. Because we
Wait,
don't
hold
want
on.
to
Who's that? Long story short, like he had a bad toy. He wanted to give another toy to the companies before the convention that was going to happen that day, and told Jenny to sneak into the factory and replace the toys to put the new toys. And of course, Jenny, she gets mad. She said that's considered stealing, and that's true. But then, like, what he said was pretty messed up. He said, so what if I steal from the other competition? I'll lie and cheat and steal. If it takes me to be number one, you got it. And like Jenny sadly agreed. Long story short, Jenny did record the entire conversation. Jenny recorded the entire conversation and exposed him. And now everyone was obviously mad at him. And honestly, I should be mad. If Gordon and James and Henry were there, they would say, disgraceful. Disgusting.
Despicable.
Exactly. Yeah. And long story short, Mr. Price actually did try to run away. He tried to run away. But luckily, the Sky Patrol was there and they arrested him. And long story short, Jenny didn't get the money because he was arrested, that did not count for having the money. But as things would go downhill, another guy actually had enough money to pay off the debts of Jenny, and literally volunteered to give her money to pay off her debts. Of course, Jenny was really happy, and she said, like, is there anything else I can do? And Jenny had no choice but to dig. Like, literally dig a hole. Just dig a hole. And nothing else, and that's how the episode ends.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Just wow.
That's honestly, I think this episode rates 7.9 out of 10. Not great. It was good, but not great.
Will you rate it again?
What?
What would you rate the My Love Teenage Robot episode this episode?
Labor Day? I'll give it a 7.9 out of 10. 7.9 out of 10. It wasn't that good. It was like, it wasn't great, but it was good.
I say I gave it a 6.
I don't blame you there because I feel bad for Jenny.
I go with you, Manuel. I give it a 7.1 out of 10.
Okay,
Jenny's a whole robot.
I mean, I'll give it a 6.6 out of 10, actually. Not gonna lie. 6.6 out of 10. Because obviously,
and also Jane O said, yo, that episode of My Love is Teenage Robot reminds me of Southern 280, number 385, when the engine was in danger of being trapped. When she was moved to the University of Hackensack, New Jersey, after the and the Morris County Central Railway closed in 1980.
No, it also reminds me of Tugs. Actually, remember Pirates?
Oh.
They were threatening the nephew of the Uncle Tug of stealing lots of barges.
Yeah, and that that inspired Victor Teinzig to make
number 1 Captain
Stories of Sodor.
Paulina, Dark Danny, Johnny Chest, Silver Shell. Let me look up Silver Shell.
Silver Shell is actually Jenny. It's actually Sheldon. It's
oh
Sheldon.
Yeah, and also Killimora. I think.
Well, let's talk about Silver Shell.
Is he talking about Killimora?
My favorite. Silver Shell is honestly Sheldon in disguise as a robot, aka the simp, because he's actually in love with Jenny. And honestly, I know people might say, like, well, if Sheldon was in love with Jenny, why didn't Jenny see the signs? Well, this is something I got interested with talking with some of my friends on Discord from the MLHR fan base in the Discord server. And here's what they said.
I think
they said
we should mention Dash Baxter.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Silver Shell, though. Silver Shell. He's one of the worst Silver Shell ever. But Silver Shell, honestly, there's nothing to talk about. He's already Sheldon in this match as a robot.
Anyway, let's talk about Dash Baxter. So, Dash Baxter is the most popular guy in Casper High School, being a quarterback of the football team, as well as a member of every sports team, football, basketball, etc. Dash can get away with just about anything, and he usually does while he dominates over his peers and sucks up to his teachers and his rival, Danny Phantom.
Exactly.
And he also is a selfish, cruel, and mean bully to those who dwell on the bottom. Yeah, and also he keeps bullying Danny, and also sometimes he's on Paulunas' side, and he might be Paulina's girlfriend. But one thing I saw that Sam said sorry to Danny Fenton that he has to do this because he kissed the Dash and broke Danny's heart.
True. I saw that. My sister was the one that showed me Danny Phantom in the first place. Honestly.
That was maybe Dash. It wouldn't be so bad if Dash back.
Do you actually ship Sam and you ship Sam with Danny?
Yeah, I ship Sam with Danny.
I don't blame you there.
Sam is mine, but at least not as bad. But at least Dash Baxter is not as bad as Bapataki.
Oh.
But honestly, like there is another character that he said, Silver Shell. And yes, Silver Shell's honestly Sheldon. He just even disguised as a robot. He usually uses Silver Shell a lot. And I know you guys are saying, does Jenny know that Silver Shell is obviously Sheldon? No. Not at all.
Did Jenny find out?
Like one time, like she was actually falling in love with Silver Shell. Actually. From episodes, I would say from season 1 because he was first introduced in season 1. So I would say it was Shell Game. That was the episode of MI Teenage Robot. Like the first episode was of Silver Shell appearing with Shell Game. Like Sheldon was actually trying to build a robot boy just to prove Jenny that robot boys were all bad. Even though it went the opposite. She literally just fell in love with the Silver Shell. And he will also appear again in season 1 in an episode called "A Save from the Shell." And he would end up stopping to be appear off actually.
Yeah,
sorry.
My computer got overheated.
Oh dang.
I always hate it when that happens.
Yeah,
it's so disgraceful.
I know that happens a lot. Trust me. But anyways, like Silver Shell, he was honestly an underrated character. He was just basically like Sheldon. Because Sheldon was trying to find a way to fall in love with Jenny. And he also appeared one last episode in season 2. And that would be Dancing with My Shell. AKA the prom night that Jenny was wearing. The prom dress she was wearing, honestly. I mean, that's honestly my favorite style of all of Jenny's styles. I like Emily TR. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Because she looks pretty cute. Oh my god, I feel like I'm like a simp or something. Oh my god.
Simp.
I don't honestly. I just like Jenny because like how she is, you know.
I'm kidding, bro. Continue.
I know. But yeah. Like I mean, like she's like Hatsumiku, remember?
Uh-huh.
The anime girl. Yeah, I think I'm actually starting to like anime girl. I actually like Akko from Little Witch Academia because she reminds me of Luz from Our House. A human. Trying to be a witch.
Shame Boku no Hero Academia was released a few years before Owl House.
I wish they made more seasons of Little Witch Academia though. They only made 2 seasons. They could have made 3 seasons.
Which they made more seasons.
I know they made
season 6.
I think so. Yeah. Hold on, let me check.
Just like season 6 of Thomas.
True.
But
Thomas
is bad.
Like honestly, to conclude about Mr. J. Bruce, I think he's honestly an underrated villain. To be honest, he never appears. But he only appears in one episode. I mean.
But anyways, let's talk about Amity's mom. Oh
no! You saw what you saw in Mr. Shano's.
But anyways, let's talk about Amity's mom. Which is Amity's mom. She is the father of mother of Alador and of Amity Blight, Edric and Emra, and also Alador White's wife. And also she, along with Alador, when Amity was little, they forced Amity to bully Willow because they actually saw Willow. And they noticed that, and Amity said that Willow was her friend. But But Amity's dad, Alador, Amity's dad, like Alador, like nonsense. Lights only associate with the strongest with things.
Yeah, and Amity didn't want to hang out with those new friends, right?
Yeah.
Kid. Honestly, I feel bad for Amity. He really went through it, just went downhill, just like Helga, to be honest.
That's kind of sad.
I mean, at least her dad was there. Hey, better. Like, I mean, Helga didn't have any parents, but like, I mean, she did, but they were neglecting her. But at least, like these parents of Amity's, to be honest, at least they were more better than them. And that's a fact.
But O'Donnell is way worse than Big Bob and Tacky.
True. Or wait, what's the wife's name again? I forgot. From Helga's mom. What's her name?
Miriam Tacky.
Miriam? Oh, Miriam. Oh yeah, she's alcoholic. Yeah.
She's alcoholic. Not as bad.
I hate alcoholics.
Exactly, just like literally like Boris. Well, I mean, at least honestly, Doris doesn't even drink, right? Wait, Doris doesn't drink, right?
I really don't know.
Oh, yeah. Only Boris, yeah. Honestly, I actually can't believe it that they actually put so much violence when it comes to these grounded videos.
Hey, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Will y'all be active on Saturday?
Active on Saturday? Sure. If I don't have nothing there, then yeah.
Cause I want to do something with like all of y'all.
Okay. Because that sounded weird.
It's not weird.
Okay. Okay. I do want to also talk about another least favorite character I don't like, actually. And it's from Thomas.
And let's not. And also, I forgot.
Ian in the private chat. So see if you could add Ian in here.
Because she loves her children, called for ordinary, and she expelled Lucy, Willow, and Gus, and also she captured Amity, Lucy, Willow, Gus, and Hunter, and their friends. And causing the rise, and then Amity stand up to O'Donnell. And then she broke out the cell by believing herself. And
no, that's my favorite scene I like about it.
And Alador cared so much, and I can't believe O'Donnell grounded Amity, and she
I just like how Amity stood up to her mom. Because like her mom called Luz a brat. And like Amity just was like, don't you talk to my girlfriend like that. I actually like so surprised. Like wow.
Lesbian.
Yeah. She said that. They're dating.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
And also, Odalia and Alan. And also, Odalia appeared and saw the collector. Because I saw some spoiler images of season 2 of For the Future.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna send you the link to this website called the Owl Club.
Gotcha, fam. Sorry, it's because my cat's here.
I like your cat.
She really likes it when I give her cuddles.
What's your cat's name?
Ow! Sorry, it's because she bit me. Why'd you always bite me? I don't know why. Come on. Well,
my cat doesn't bite
me. Zero. Well, Zira. Because it's Spanish for zero in English.
I understand.
Yeah. All right, where's the link for it?
I'll send you a link on Discord.
Alright.
Later after the stream ends. But anyways, you're gonna talk about another Thomas character that you hate.
Okay, the Thomas character I hate, honestly, I don't have that much of characters hate, to be honest. But the one is probably George. The Steamroller.
Anything but him.
Honestly, it's anything better than him. Okay, so who is George? He's a Steamroller. And honestly, he hates the engines. I mean, first of all, we have from the first episode Steamroller from season 4.
Always are no good. Turn them into road.
Hey guys, Ian said that he's gonna join the private. He's gonna join the live.
Anyways,
I'll send him the link.
George, he's obviously a bad Steamroller. He doesn't.
He doesn't give a crap about it.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, he caused a derailment for Sir Handel. Remember? He crashed into his freight cars and everything. What's up, Ian? Oh wow, you traveling?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I'm right here.
Nice.
Real nice.
Okay. Anyways, let's talk about George. Like he's, I mean, first of all, George did cause a derailment for Sir Handel. You know.
And he also caused another derailment for Thomas in the episode by George.
Yeah, honestly, because like he was repairing a railroad crossing, and like the workers were like saying like, what shall we do with it?
Great truck.
Tarmac it
by George.
And they did.
Can I say a character I hate?
They did it bad. And of course, Thomas made a derailment because he hit towards the crossing. He hit, and honestly, I'm actually surprised that he ended up crashing into a barn. A barn.
That wasn't even in Thomas's fault.
I mean, yeah, but like, how was that barn just sitting there?
George had caused confusion and delay.
Probably because it was an old prop that needed to be dismantled.
But also, he also caused another crash to Gordon, which is the infamous crash.
Infamous express train versus truck.
Let's talk about that story. Let's talk about how Gordon's crash happened. So Duck was obviously returning with some empty trucks.
And then there's George.
George was blocking his way, and one of the trucks was still stuck on the rails. And like Duck was telling him to move, but George didn't listen. And Duck's guard had to go back to the signalman by telling them what's going on. But the signalman accidentally set the switch to allow Gordon to go through. And honestly, there's something else too. Why do the signalmen always fail their jobs? They always fail their jobs. Honestly, literally fail their jobs.
It's like when you fail in school.
That's probably why
you didn't study that hard at night. And also, you got all the answers wrong that you ended up getting.
I mean, yeah. It's not hard. It's very, very hard to be a signalman if you're working for 24/7. That's like very, very exhausting work. That is true.
I would much rather drive the train instead.
Oh no, if you're driving a train, bro, you're not gonna have that much time for sleep, dude. I remember what Thunderbolt said from the accident of the Hinton train collision.
And the Gettysburg Road accident with the fireman.
Exactly, see?
But the easiest thing you could be a train engineer driver is like when you're at the Strasbourg Railroad.
I know. But anyways, like after the signalman allow Gordon to pass through, Gordon was going really, really fast. And when he approached the station, he saw the car. He saw the truck. And
he couldn't stop in time.
He yells to get him out of the way, but then he doesn't get out of the way. And then Gordon just yeeted the car, yeeted the truck, flying in the air, and smashed into bits. And of course, but that wasn't Gordon's fault, however. That was not his fault.
Although the Fat Controller found out later that it was George's fault for blocking Duck and causing.
And Thomas and Percy showed George,
And also in the later Thomas episode where he doesn't speak, he was a little bit silent. But in the Calling All Engines movie, he helped out with the airport.
I guess he finally changed.
And then he made this one single appearance in The Great Discovery.
Honestly, I do have a at least worst character, and honestly, you guys aren't gonna hate me, but it's honestly Cranky.
I don't agree. I don't.
But he developed his show.
I mean, like, don't you not see the first season 5 episode? He was really mean to Gordon. He was mean to like Thomas and Percy.
And they caused him to get in trouble.
Exactly.
Don't forget.
And honestly, that's the worst episode of them all. Because the Fat Controller punished them for no reason.
Hey,
just
guys,
like how he blames engines, like in the episode Break-In. Thomas comes to breakfast, and also Thomas in the trucks, aka Thomas in truck.
Trouble for Thomas in the U.S. version.
Thomas, and also Break-In, aka Donald Douglas. Thomas comes to breakfast. Percy James on the first fillet, something in the air, and middle engine, and Percy gets ripped. But he may be able to apologize at the end, and to Thomas and Percy. And
honestly, I'm actually surprised
but in middle
engine, admitted to his mistake.
Because
he was down, and the Fat Controller came and told him that Thomas and Percy were on their way, and like he goes like, "Oh, please hurry and tell them I was sorry, I was rude to them." And he goes,
"So it was you."
Oh! And
I owe those two engines an apology.
Shane O said that Vexus was the hated villain too.
Oh, Vexus, no, she's all right. No, Vexus is all right.
A well-written
the other one,
like the Collector,
Smitus,
Darcy, and Bill Cipher.
Yes.
Bill Cipher, Darcy, and the Collector.
Smitus, yes. Wait, no, I know another worst character of them all. I know who.
Told you.
The Crust Cousins. Brit and Tip, aka.
But I do love their fashion design, but I find them well-written villains.
Oh, those two.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
They just remind me of Peekaboo from Star Wars Force of Evil because they're both villains.
Jenny. I mean, do you want to see? Here, I got your proof. I got your proof on how they bully Jenny. Here, trust me. Here, trust me. I actually have them. Here's a picture about them.
I'll trust you.
See, here you go. Let me just find it. Oh, dang it.
Actually, guys, can we all agree
Like,
here?
like honestly, like, wait, hold on, please. Like, let me just find this picture.
Take your time.
Got it. I got it. Okay. Do you think that they're worst characters of them all? Well, what about this? What about this? Does this prove you wrong? Literally proves you wrong. I rest my case.
Yo, and also, I'm about to talk a character right now. I know other characters like
we'll talk about mine later.
And also,
I kind of want to roast those two so badly.
And also the logging locos from Misty Island Rescue. And
Misty Island Rescue is one of the worst movies of them all.
And
I rather watch Journey Beyond
Rebecca and Connor from All Engines Go.
I honestly would prefer, instead of Misty Island Rescue, I prefer watching Journey Beyond Sodor or The Great Race.
I prefer Blue Mountain Mystery and Survivors in
Blue Mountain Mystery, yeah, that too.
Guys, have y'all seen on Lucky Tug's every movie ranked video? He put Misty Island Rescue on dead last immediately, bro. He's like, what was the point?
Exactly. I mean,
if I was think about it. If I was the owner of Mattel, personally, I would have told them to remove that movie immediately. Burn every single copy, burn every trace of it.
If they don't remove that kind of stuff, I would definitely do something really extreme. If Jenny was a real character, I would definitely just like go find her blueprints and literally give them to someone else. I would definitely do that if they don't do that. If they don't remove that movie, I would literally do that. Banana, we wait. Okay?
There's a burger restaurant!
Oh, it's a burger restaurant.
And also,
there's another character that nobody likes from Hazbin Hotel, and honestly, no one likes Angel Dust.
You can talk about Angela, and then after that, I'm gonna talk about Mickey from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Mickey in the Roads to Riches because he used to be a break, but we'll talk about him.
He's just like Scalori.
I think I know why
anyway,
people
let's talk
hate
about that
Angel
character in first. Quickly.
He was a big grown man in season 4. And then in
but anyway, let's talk about this character in Hazbin Hotel that nobody likes.
He became more afraid of a child. He became more of a child.
Yeah, and let's talk about that character from Hazbin Hotel that nobody likes.
Well, Angel Dust, no one, everyone does like him actually. It's Angel Dust. You guys know Angel Dust?
I think I know why some people do hate him.
Because he's
the
like,
character in Hazbin Hotel. You can talk about some hated characters in Hello the Boss. You can talk about them, Manuel, quickly as you can.
Well, most people don't like Hazbin Hotel or Hello the Boss. And there's one thing at the mall. I honestly have some friends and they don't like Hello the Boss nor Hazbin Hotel for one thing. Because because they have so much jokes, like really inappropriate jokes.
Jokes?
Like really inappropriate jokes that involves with I want to say it, but I don't want to at the same time. I don't want to say it, but you can tell. You can imagine. Like, there's other characters that no one likes, to be honest, and it will be the worst of them all would be. Let me see. I want to talk about Helva Boss. I'm talking about Helva Boss. Helva Boss, we have no kind of character, to be honest. We have no one, but we don't like Stella, aka Stolas' wife.
Screw her.
Yeah, Stolas' wife.
She can rot in hell.
Let's talk about her. Okay, Stolas, she was introduced in the episode 2 of season 1 of Helva Boss, and Stolas was honestly a bad. Oh wait, no, Stella, my bad. Stella is honestly a wife of Stolas, and Stolas is actually a owl kind of person, you know, from the Goisha family.
Yeah. Can I just say this about Stella?
She ended up getting married, and Stella was honestly a bad character. Because I mean, like, have you not seen a picture from the second season of the first episode where she was literally choking a dog?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm but hey, at least Stella has the same name as Stella from Angry Birds in the Loud House. But those Stellas are actually good, better than the Hello Kitty.
Yeah, but Stella, honestly, she's so mean with Stolas. She keeps insulting him all the time. Even they had a daughter named Octavia.
Let me just say this about Stella. She's a female dog. She's a stupid.
Don't say.
And she should go kill herself now.
Okay, yeah.
She should go to hell and
Okay,
burn
let's talk about Stella here. I'll talk about Stella. Stella, she's the one that insults Stolas all the time, and Stolas doesn't mind her at first. But like with the entire weeks and days, it honestly feels like that Stolas needs to stop her, and he did.
They did get a divorce.
In the second episode in the first episode of season 2 of Hello Boss. He actually divorced her. He divorced her. And of course, Stella was threatening him. You know, like saying, "How dare you? What do you think what the rest of the Goisha family might say?" And Stolas just like grabs her arm and goes like, "I don't care about your ignorant brother." And said in front of the Goisha family said it was 28 years, so it's over. I am done.
I like how Stolas done said, "We are getting a divorce."
Like, we are getting the divorce. And Stella lost
divorce.
Oh god.
From season 5 deserves someone else, to be honest. He really deserves someone. I mean, first of all, their marriage was obviously down because of Blitz. Because Blitz and Stolas.
Yeah, because they got divorced, just like Tyrone from Super Mario Logan. How he cheated on his wife.
Exactly. True.
And also,
imagine the surprise that Chili did not even leave him. Imagine so surprised. Exactly. But in long story short, like Stolas and Stella relationship was obviously downhill because of what happened with Stolas and Blitz. Because Blitz literally just crashed down into after he left the room, he crashed into Stella with Stella sitting there, and he goes, "Sorry, I made up with your husband." How about that? Like that. Sorry, I made up with your
But
husband.
anyways, let's continue. Let's talk about
Sorry,
Mickey
I did it.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Mickey and the Roasted Racers. Because Mickey from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Mickey and the Roasted Racers, he's like Scarlowy. Because they used to be great heroes, but they turned him to childs.
Honestly, it just makes Edward, to be honest. Edward was honestly a good engine, but now in season 8 with Edward Strikes Out.
I mean, it's season 10.
They ruined his character. Honestly, yeah. They ruined his character. Well, why would Mattel do that?
I'm at home now.
I would definitely sue them. Screw it. I'll sue them.
I'll sue them $10,000,000 or $9.
Well, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, talk.
That's my house.
What? Oh, that's your house?
That's my house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and at least it's not as bad as Meg Griffin from Family Guy. She wasn't bullied since season 1, but in the later seasons, she was.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like, first of all, nobody likes her because they thought she's fat. That's what everyone said. They thought she was ugly.
That is very sad.
Honestly, I feel bad for her at the same time, but like watching her getting bullied was funny. But,
Yay!
like, now, honestly, nah, that's enough. No.
Since we're
Anyways,
doing,
go ahead.
Since we're doing things we don't like, I just want to say how much I hate Boji.
And I
we'll
just
saw
some scenes and Family Guy where Meg Griffin, she got arrested and they took her from an instant little gun. They turned into a psychotic female monster that she came out of jail from. Then they suspended her for a month after she broke 2 kids' skulls open.
Like, holy crap! She definitely would have killed one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if she killed Peter.
No,
I mean, those boys deserved it, to be honest. They were so mean to her all those years.
That's why I feel bad for her.
I'm
just putting
my head right now.
She literally just kissed
putting my head right now, feeling if Evil Meg actually break my skull open, then my brain cells would usually pop out, and I would.
Yeah, dude, no, even worse.
You know how surgery is? You know what? Everyone is actually terrified of surgery because I can actually send you one of Sebastian K22's videos from TikTok of how everyone is terrified of surgery. You see what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I've seen those kind of trends before. Don't get me wrong.
Because in this video I saw that the doctors gave a man a pill and the man felt every pain during the surgery.
That's
yeah, of
real
course.
sad.
You know, like it was supposed to be like something like that will make you happy.
And this is one of the reasons
It reminds me of those
why
happy
you
pills
should
from The
never take
Simpsons.
pills before surgery. You know how dangerous it is?
Very.
Yeah, I mean, like you're not supposed to allow to have food in your
Surgery.
system.
My
Obviously, when you have
dad
surgery.
got a surgery because he had hemorrhoids since 2020, and when he woke up and felt the surgery, he was in pain and screaming like psycho.
Well, yeah, because obviously those are drugs.
And also,
dude.
my
Those are drug
Ukrainian
dealers.
uncle called Tatayuta, even though you can't pronounce his name, because he got his heart surgery so it wouldn't have a heart failure. And I just pray to God and Jesus, and he's quickly recovering right now.
That's good.
At least, to be honest, like real life people can sometimes
Are
do
you
something that they don't want
terrified?
to do.
And what would you do if you actually had heart surgery?
It depends. It depends what situation I'm going through. Like, it depends what situation is. Like, if it's a heart surgery that I really, really need, then yes, of course, I will take the surgery.
I would never take any surgery.
But I won't. But I will take a surgery. I mean, like, why not? Like, it'll save my life. You never know. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, it would save my life too. And don't take pills.
Yeah, don't take pills. Don't take food. Don't drink nothing. Just come down to the doctor, and then they'll surgery you up. Because like I heard that if you people that have eaten or drink water, then that's gonna mess up something really bad, and that'll cause the death of the person.
I would
Anyways,
never
I actually do want to talk about another
before
character. Actually,
surgery.
if you want me to.
Because sometimes I have a hard time. Sometimes I have a hard time sleeping.
We're
And
talking about
also,
Mickey Mouse and Clubhouse.
They can try. You can also get, and also they sometimes people have to do surgeries at nighttime while you're asleep.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I would
it's
try
better to
doing
do
that, and then wake
Anyways,
up
we're
in the
gonna talk about
morning
Mickey
at
Mouse.
6.
Go ahead.
And as for Mickey Mouse from Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Mickey vs. Racers, they just ruined its character.
Yeah, they ruined his character. You know, it's just like Scalori. You know.
I'd rather watch the original Mickey Mouse from the Disney XD. But anyways, let's talk about another
I would
one.
watch Steamboat Willie. I don't care. I'll watch Steamboat Willie, to be honst. I would have watched that.
But anyways, in the 2013 version of Mickey Mouse. And also, I first started watching Steamboat Willie since 2012. 11. And anyways, let's talk about another bad character, Ni Hao Kai Lan.
Is that from? I don't remember that show.
Ni Hao Kai Lan.
Oh, that show. Oh yeah, that's disgraceful.
But anyways, you can talk about her Manuel.
Okay. Do you have the link for it? Send me the link for it. See.
I'll search up Kai Lan.
Yeah, it's because like, I mean, honestly, like she's just Japanese, right? Or Chinese.
She's Chinese, not Japanese.
What's the difference between Chinese and Japanese? Aren't they both the same? Or
they're different languages.
Oh, okay.
But Chinese is much more of a communist, but Japanese is much more successful.
And that was Korean.
And she's a 6-year-old Chinese American girl, and it's the granddaughter of Gigi, and her best friends are Toli, Ho, Lulu, and Rita. And she's adorable.
I actually do have some episodes about why I don't like her. Actually, if I can talk, you know.
You can talk about it.
Okay. I remember I saw an episode where she was mad with one of her friends. I remember that episode. I don't know what was the episode called, but it was an episode when she was pissed. She was very mad at her friends, and that she sounded psycho. Like
no, she wasn't mad. She was
mad though. I remember.
She just showed how she was mad because it was actually Ho. He was the one who got mad, and also, do you know what he did? He just hit Rento.
Oh yeah. True.
And then he hits Rento and gets a timeout. Like that's going to do with it.
True. Honestly.
And Kai Lan, on the other hand, sometimes It points objects at certain objects, just like Dora the Explorer, and has the sheer amount of repetition. So, and the sheer amount of repetition, and slowly talking. It's more like this on your child, insane entertainment. Just like Dora the Explorer forced you to yell, and they have a massive reputation of teaching people. Of that 16th episode to teaching kids how to count to 8 twice in Thailand. We'll be sure to make sure the kids at home to yell the answer at the TV screen to whatever. In Thailand, we'll be sure to make the kids at home to yell the answer at the TV screens. What happened? Nonsense questions she just asked. And also, she's increasing the Chinese tourism industry by teaching young kids Spanish. Or maybe she's a member of the Skull and Bone Cross Society and is going to force everyone to speak in Spanish to find English is the language of global dream. And you know how Chinese is. They're communists. No offense to them.
Well, I would say
the bad. But anyways, we gotta talk about Little Bill, but no racist stuff.
Okay, we cannot say that. We're not racist.
But no, what? This may not contain any racist. So no racist against the Little Bill, but Little Bill is just.
And no comments.
Okay. And do you know what's one of the worst things Little Bill did?
Will be deleted or be deleted or you won't be able, or you'll be blocked watching these kind of videos. You guys comments.
And also Little Bill, one of the worst things he did, he commenced misbehaving, so he messed up first too. He drew it on April's wall with this cast, and also he broke April's basketball trophy, and there's a Go Anime episode.
Oh yeah, the basketball trophy. And yeah, I remember now. Yeah, well.
And nowadays, and Little Bill, and just like how you doing, Little Bill kind of started to appear in Zara and Annabelle. Little Bill even became a popular, and even Little Bill even became a popular subject for satire videos, including a viral series called Kai Gets Grounded.
What up?
The point is, Little Bill, honestly, that I never felt after Junior when I was little. Honestly, I just on character show anything like for me it was shows.
Guys, I'm just making sure that what parts are where at. So number 20 was Big Bob attacking. I'm just making sure. Number 19 was Just in Time. Number 18 was Rainy Marsh. Number 17 was Butterprince. 16th is Sheila. 15th is that villain from My Little Sneeze Robot. 14th is Dahlia. 13th is George the Steamroller. And also 13th is Cranky the Crane and the other Bad Thomas characters mentioned earlier in Topher Charlie. And also number 12 is the characters Britt and Tiff, the Cross Cousins, along with their character from Hello Boss, Stella. And 11 is Mickey from Mickey Mouse Club Bus. 10th is Kylan, and 9th is Little Bill. And number 8 is Dora the Explorer. You should talk about Dora the Explorer.
I got you. So of course we all know who Dora is. Honestly. I'm probably gonna be because like honestly my sister really liked her when she was. God, I hope they don't hate me for this.
And also, we all know Dora the Explorer is. She is a 7-year-old Latina friend that travels the world with a market buzz, and there's a lot of sheer amount of repetition and slowly talking. It's more likely a child insane entertainment. Would develop a massive reputation of 16 seconds of that episode, teaching kids how to count to 8 twice. And Dora always points to objects and shows the kids at home to yell the answer at their TV screen. So what's up a fapping nonsense question to resolve? And he's trying to and maybe Dora's trying to pick Puerto Rico tourism industry by teaching young kids Spanish. Or maybe Dora's a secret member of the Skull and Bone Society. like force everyone to speak in Spanish. The divine English is the language of global tree. And sometimes Spanish can sometimes be a little bit communist because the people in Cuba used to be communist, but their government is still are, except for the rest of the people in Cuba, which are nice. Because during the Cuban Missile Crisis, how this Russian Soviet officer, Prime Minister Vasily Arkhipov, he stopped. He and President John F. Kennedy, he wanted to stop Cuba to have a nuclear war.
Well, let's not talk about.
And then, he was in the submarines and stepped down and said no to one of the people, military soldiers, to not cause a World War III to happen. And if it wasn't for Archipov, it's very likely that none of us would be here today. Albeit, it would have been the end of the world if that guy saved this guy saved the world.
True.
If this guy haven't saved the world, because there have been scary ways the world almost ended, like the Black Death, aka and plague, one of the most devastating global epidemics worldwide. Over 275 million to 200 million people died worldwide. And if all the people actually died, then the humans could have gone extinct by then, which would have been sad. And also people believe that the world might have ended in 2022, but it actually didn't. But anyway, so let's continue talking about Dora. And thank God Dora finally got canceled in mid to late August 2019. The same exact year when Amphibia came out, but Amphibia came out on my 8th grade Western River Middle School graduation.
Oh God, it's so slow.
Yeah, during my Turner for Middle School 2018-2019 Turner for Middle School 8th grade senior year graduation. And also, it was a great time, even though I was planning on watching Amphibia, but I kept forgetting to watch it until December 11th, 2021. You're right. And also, imagine if I should have watched it in 2019, then I could have finished the series by now. The same with the Owl House and other new shows that I was looking forward to since 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, and even in 2023. And thank God Dora ended on August 2019. And just like those other bad characters mentioned earlier, she even became a popular subject for satire videos, including a viral series called Caillou Gets Grounded. Dora Gets Grounded.
Oh,
right, guys?
Can you hear me?
But anyways, let's talk about Caillou
My
now.
internet's a
Number
little
7.
My internet's starting to go down.
You should talk about Caillou, Manuel.
If I can.
It's gonna be a quick one because we have 7 more to go.
Okay. Yeah, it's because my internet's a little bad. I don't know if it's my computer or it's my internet. I have no idea.
You can talk about Caillou quickly, as quick as you can, and then we'll get to number 6.
Okay, Caillou, obviously we all know who he is. He's a 4-year-old bald brat. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, not brat. He's a 4-year-old kid who's bald, actually. And he likes to explore, because obviously in a theme song, you know what he sings. He tells about he wants to explore and everything, and that he does stuff with his mom and dad and everybody else in his wake. And he learns how to be, a good person in the Caillou series. Even though I never watched him, I personally did not watch him. But honestly, I think that he's honestly one of the worst characters because of one thing. His temper tantrums. That's all. I mean, like, should we insert his temper tantrum?
Just like this Tyler from Super Nanny.
Exactly. There's no doubt about that.
But anyway, and we all know that a lot of grounded series that people go anime and YouTubers make a lot of grounded series. And one of these days, I'm gonna plan on getting rapper go anime beyond and rapper offline. And also, I could send you use tutorial videos on how to do that, Manuel.
Alright, got you.
Yeah, I can do any kind of random video that whatever the love I want. And anyways, we're at number 6. Let's talk about David from No David.
Oh yeah, he's honestly one of the worst characters in the world.
Because he's actually, but in my honest opinion, he's actually worse than Kai in my honest opinion, because David is a monster. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, not really, because he's a kid, but my God, he's sick. How is that bad? But in fact, there are no actual good records of moments of him, according to this YouTuber taking Neurosity that I sent you about No David being the biggest threat to society, right, Manuel? Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. It's just that I drink water so fast. I'm so sorry.
You've seen Diggin' Neurosity's video about No David being the biggest threat to society?
To be honest, I read him when I was a kid. I thought I liked it, but no.
Yeah, you saw the video that I sent to you of the biggest threat to society with No David.
Oh, on TikTok? Yes, that.
Yeah, and also, despite the YouTuber Diggin' Neurosity saying that racist word twice, let's not worry about it. But on the bright side, he did a great job explaining how David was bad. Because in the first book, he killed the gold face. Back. Why'd you kill them? That's actually a sin if you actually kill your pets, because it's called animal cruelty. You can get arrested for that. And also, he always tries to smack.
I'm about to go, guys.
Grab the cookies too.
Yeah.
Just smack him out the chair. And he also trapped dirt and doodle out of in the house. And poop in the house. Sorry if I say that. And Manuel. And David from No David, he trapped dirt and poop in the house, and he had to take in the bath, and this is the dirtiest bath water that I've ever seen. And then he goes running out, butt booty naked on the street. And like I said, oh my God! I'm gonna be honest, buddy. I said, you don't care. You don't care about no rules, no laws, no regulations, and he doesn't even care about regulations. That's just another little law that he could break. And then he continues to do more various activities. But the worst one, in my honest opinion, was definitely him in the face.
Oh, copyrighted frick! I forgot copyrighted.
And this man is doing bad at practice in his own room. Delivery. Look at his face. He knows what he's doing. And of course, he breaks the vase and gets a timeout. Like, that's going to do with it. Then his doormat of a mom sees him in the middle of that face and is like, "Hi, David, come here. Takes my timeout and I love you, David." The end. And what? That's it. That's all we're gonna do. He wasn't even punished, and she really believes those crocodile tears. He's faking it, Manuel.
I know.
And he ain't sad because he broke the vase. He said they got caught and got in trouble. He ain't sorry. This dude intentionally broke the vase with murder on his mind. And what the mom does is shrugs it off. Just get the belt. Get the
I know.
Just get the belt.
No. It reminds me of the town. It reminds me of that
ass. And that's the only way his evil behind's gonna learn. But
honestly, don't forget about Jeremy
love and affection. After you broke your great grandpa's face and her ashes were in there too. It's crazy, man. And I know when David is in high school, he's gonna be treating his mom in those memes of when you visit your
Oh my God, so much. Oh, sorry. It's because I was looking
You've
at
seen those
and they
memes
actually
of
made
when
a
you
lot of
visit your white
SpongeBob
friend's house.
references of artwork of Amphibia and Owl House, actually.
And also, No David from No David, he rode a skateboard in his house and he broke the window again with the baseball.
I know, yeah, that's definitely. I'm actually surprised that his parents never called.
I can deal
never
with
do
this
anything
kid,
like
and
that.
this man belongs to Juneville. Yay, normal. And then you have this dude walking to school in his undies, aka panties. This boy just
Oh
wants
my
fun.
God!
And all the kids are laughing at him because he's the class clown. David, just because you're in elementary school, me and kindergartens where everybody would be laughing with you for wearing your undies and panties in school. And while in high school, if you did that, just like in this one scene where Danny accidentally take off his undies to school twice, everyone's gonna make fun of you and bully you for being a clown. What you deserve. And also another high schooler might be Ronald Unstoppable from Kim Possible. Thank God he wasn't in school, but he was a teenager from high school because he was in the building in one of the Kim Possible intros, and one of the Kim Possible, when Kim Possible actually goes turtle rope trying to defeat a villain and then accidentally takes Ronald's pants. Oh, but thank God he was in school. If it was, then everyone would be laugh and make fun, mock and bully and mock you for being a clown. What he deserves. And then we go to class and he's already starting something. My homework, and the sack hits.
Oh my God. Okay.
And had none of David's jokes, and she gave me side eye like. This Homer is lying. No dog ate his homework. But the thing is, David wasn't lying.
Obviously, everyone used that excuse so much.
His homework. Unbelievable. That's probably the first time he ever took
Everyone even uses that excuse so much. It's getting old.
And you know what David does as a revenge for the dog eating his homework? Well, a few pages later, this is gonna eat the dog food in front of the dog. What a menace. He ate dog food in front of the dog. What a menace he is. Right, Manuel? And even the worst villain would do something so bad. So despicable. Even the dog looking at him like, why would you do this? And you know what David said?
The dog obviously like saying what are you doing, fam? Like what are you doing?
No feelings. No sex, no love, no emotion. This boy is not human. And he continues to commit extra terrorism throughout the rest of the book. And by the end of it, his mom confronts him for being a piece of shit. And you know what David says? Okay, I didn't mean to say, but and David says like, I'm sorry. He's forgiven.
I know.
And that's it. That's all that's the end of the book. You know, we're noticing a pattern here. We're noticing that no matter what David does, he always gets along in stick and he wins. And even though it's wrong, he wins. He's the greatest supervillain of all time. Worse than the other villains, characters that we talked about. And he's like this in every book. Here's him cutting the line. What do you think he is? And here's him spelling his name with poop in the snow. What's wrong with you? And cursing from his mom, just like Tyler from Super Nanny. Kids thought it's supposed to be cursing, dumb booty. And his mom, and he says like, well, that says it. Well, well, I'm not gonna know your daddy, but I don't think you should be repeating the words he says. And in almost all hate books, he keeps his behavior with no change. Because unlike Kai in the series, who changed sometimes in the Go Anime series, David doesn't change. So it ain't worth it if he's showing. So there should actually be more grounded videos of David from No David. And I'm saying ain't the exact accurate, truthful facts. What he does in each book right now. No, in the stream, he doesn't change. And David is actually a monster, a criminal, a lawbreaker, a swindler, a rogue, good-for-nothing baddie. What? And what does he get for it? A Merry Christmas instead of getting coal on the naughty list.
Please don't die.
Absolutely outrageous. This kid needs to be apprehended immediately.
To the authorities.
Because if we keep getting away, get him getting away with this into the bottom of this into the bottom of this, it would be too late. And in conclusion, and here comes number 5, Jack from Cocomelon.
No.
Not that Cocomelon crap.
Why'd you say that for the last?
Oh.
Well, I saved Ren from Ren and Stimpy and Ren from
Ren and Stimpy, bro. That was a good show. Ren and Stimpy's a good
I meant the adult party cartoon from Ren and Stimpy.
Guys.
Yeah?
My parents are telling me that I have to go to bed now.
Oh.
Again. But
I also gotta
we already talked about 20 worst cartoon characters. Oh, sorry. Did we?
Jack from Cocomelon is usually like character from Cocomelon. He's depicted as a baby, but he is just an annoying His songs are annoying. His videos are annoying. His movies are annoying, and also his specials are annoying. Yeah, and also one of the worst things is he hypnotizes and hacks kids' brains. And
oh my god!
Now on to number 4 is the All Engines Go characters. They're just stupid.
Yeah, we have to talk
Mattel
about...
just ruined it.
Hey Elijah and
one of the
Manuel.
best British cartoons with the All Engines Go to absolute trash.
First of all, the one they did the worst was Edward. They literally made my boy four wheels. He has 2 wheels.
They added 6 leading wheels, just like the pencil. He's not a half version of Pennsylvania Railroad S1 duplex.
He is literally, honestly, I would insert that meme of the guy that goes like, "Whoa!" You know, like that meme.
Elijah.
And I want to try to make a meme of an S1 duplex, half S1 duplex. That's just like making it look like the All Engines Go Edward. It's awful. And that means Edward, if Edward actually had this, he would have had poor weight distribution. The S1 was way worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like literally the worst characters of them all. Honestly, Carly.
And also
Carly.
Number 3 is the Teen Titans Go characters. They just ruined the 3 Teen Titans Go.
I prefer watching the original Teen Titans Go, to be honest.
Instead of the Go version. And number 2 is Eminem from the Slim Shady Show. Not to be confused with the real life one, because the real life one was so good. But the cartoon Slim Shady Show one is actually worse. But I don't know what Eminem was thinking since 2003 when he created the show. And then they just completely ruined his character.
Elijah.
All right, so here's honorable mentions. Basha from the Owl House. Also Maggie from Amphibian. The bullies from the Loud House, including Bratty Kid and the store manager and the pool managers 1, 2, and 3. Manuel.
All right.
But also Elijah. Now my parents are saying to me that I have to go to bed now because of my school.
And also Patty the Pelican.
Also I need to head out because I have to go to bed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, Elijah and Manuel.
Yeah.
And also the Brothers Grunt characters and King Star King characters. And number 1 is Ren from Ren and Stimpy Doll Party cartoon. And not to be confused with Ren from Ren and Stimpy show, but the Adult Party cartoon one, which is the absolute worst one of Ren.
Oh, I did not know they actually made that kind of show about Ren and Stimpy.
The Adult Party cartoon.
Okay, can you tell us about that? Because I know a little bit about it. Because
yeah, I don't like the adult version of Ren, because they complete.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because they completely ruined it. Because in the episode, so the Ren seeks help. It's actually the darkest story, focusing on Ren's behavior isn't a serious jeopardy after abusing Stimpy, which drives him to seek help from the therapist, Mr. Horse, and about his problems, following by informing him about his disturbing childhood.
True. Okay. So why do you think that's one of the worst characters of them all? How come?
Because he was in a mental crisis, putting in a serious jeopardy with his action, which hence caused Stimpy to burst out crying hysterically on the bed, by the look of his guilt and regret and on his inspection. Ren apologizes as he promised himself forward to seek out for help with his consequences, and Stimpy angrily cusses. And while Stimpy continues on crying, Ren leaves on home and slowly strolls through the city until he arrives to seek a therapist. And following his arrival, he meets Mr. Horse as a psychiatrist and informs him his childhood story. And during his flashback, the doctor gives Ren his first sensation, pain. He promises he won't inflict the pain on others, and Ren develops his abusive act, beginning as a child, and as his abuses animals like bugs by yanking out their legs, licking them, and burn them out. And his most favorite of all is torturing a helpless frog. The injured amphibian flees and forces Ren to end his life just to put him out of his misery. I already did. No, you have to bring it up. And much to Ren's confusion and hesitation over the request. and he refuses to kill the frog, and the frog continues on him to beg him to kill him. Just like suicide problems is.
What was the problem?
And also and when the frog continues to beg him to kill him, it's because he wants to be killed, which would be suicidal too, Manuel.
Okay.
And we all know how bad suicide is.
I mean, like, look at the incident of the 2005 Glendale train accident. Look at him. Yeah, he's serving his life in prison just because of that incident. Oh my god!
I can hear your cat.
I'm sorry, my cat is that's how she is.
Just like Amity's cat Ghost.
It is because.
And later one day, Ren's parents forced.
Here you go.
Job ending the abusive frog's life and offering him a chainsaw, but Ren is, as usually, confidently faking to kill the frog and instead threw him alive in a garbage can. And back in the present day, Ren then finished his story, only after informing Mr. Horse about the time he met Stimpy. Of course, after all of Ren's horrific stories, he heard them. It results into an extreme and violent physical altercation between Mr. Horse and Ren. And Mr. Horse, infuriated, answers him that he is crazy and reminds him that he should be in prison due to his animal abuse act. Angrily swears at him and violently beats him up. However,
this reminds me of that guy from Shaun the Sheep, the movie. Remember? Chumper.
And as he then launched to attack and kill Mr. Horse clean off, but by violently whacking him to death with a gun. Only two groups of the ambulance appears as the crazed dog turns to violently assault one of the ambulance by biting off his hand. The second one finally caught Ren in the net and sends him away to the ocean, and blood spills everywhere.
Oh my god.
And afterwards, the frog from Ren's childhood crawls in and attempts himself suicide by using a gun to shoot himself, but fails as he still survives, causing him to suffer in even more agony. And before the episode ends with a Looney Tunes-like ending card with the character smiling at the audience with, along with a sign reads, "That's it, folks, and F my life."
Yeah, honestly, I don't like that episode. Now that you said, like, I mean, blood and guts. I mean, I am to that kind of stuff. I just don't like it much, dude.
Yeah, that's you know what? I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, you would regret watching the adult.
I mean, I'd rather watch Halloween. Honestly, I prefer watching that.
I'd watch the
Owl blood scenes, but I don't care.
And
like, I watch Jason
and Thomas and Friends, and also Loud House, Amphibia Gravity Falls, Surface Supports of
Family
Guy and Fair Lab Parents, Grim Adventures Bill and Minnie, High Family, Foster Home for Magic
and Foster Home for Magic Friends, yeah.
Ponies,
and Hazbin Hotel and Helga Boss, Hazbin Hotel,
and Unikitty and Helga. But anyways, I gotta go. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. So
see you next time, bro.
That's
I also
all,
gotta
folks.
go. I gotta also.
Please, God bless you all.
Peace. God bless you too, Alicia. See